Hello, people of Earth!
Oh, hello. Started a little sooner than I thought we would. We return for today to Spyro, A Hero's Tale.
Hey, Spyro, over here.
Did anyone ever tell you that your hands are like somewhat sticky?
My favorite one.
No.
Well, I just noticed the controller always feels a little bit different after you touch it. Not in a bad way.
Yeah, I'm sure people are going to interpret that how they will. Lizards and robots. Okay. Only 45 games. Swimming in the dark things. It's not much of a secret area, though, if you just have it right there. Stung?
Well, that stung more.
What?
That stung more, my attack.
Oh, okay. For some reason I didn't hear you properly the first time. My brain is sometimes weird. Nothing like industrial incident for a quick dip. Dozen eggs. Making a hell of out of that. Good thing this invincibility thing has sonar. Okay, you know what? It occurs to me. We've talked an awful lot about my own pet peeves in games. But we don't really talk about yours at all.
Unfortunately, and I know this sounds crazy, I don't really have any.
Like, there's not something that.
I mean, I get frustrated with games, but I don't really have any pet peeves.
Like, there's not just one thing. If it pops up in a game, it just ticks you off.
Other than generally being frustrated when enemies keep poning me.
Okay, well, like, what frustrates you about that? Like, how does that happen?
Well, Phantasy Star Portable is a great. Portable 2 is a great game, but
But it's still operating. Impressive. But you were saying.
Phantasy Star Portable 2 is a great game, and you can dodge out of the way, but when you're getting up, you're not invincible.
That old problem. Enemies who know that they can just stun lock you. Those assholes. Fun times with that. Yeah, definitely something that is worthy of thievery. So then that just kind of leads me to ask, like, what is you think the worst game you've played? Wait a second. Sorry. I just now realized that the bear traps here use the exact same sound effect as the bear traps in Pandemonium. I'm not even kidding. Holy crap, I just now realized that.
Complete coincidence?
It's probably a stock sound effect of some kind, but you probably also need to buy a replacement.
Feel free to browse my...
Anyway, sorry, you were saying worst video game you've ever played?
I forget. No, I don't really have personally a worst video game I've played, but I do have frustrating moments.
Well, and it doesn't even have to be like standout terrible, just like not as good as anything else you've played. Lasers.
Demix.
Well, yeah, he's certainly a hell of a fight. He doesn't constitute a game on his own, though.
You remember, I had to get you to help me with the time.
Yes! Oh god, okay. So this is actually kind of a fun story, so we may as well embark on story time with this. So, this was my first ever experience with Kingdom Hearts 2, by the way. I came over here, and god, this was years ago. But I come over here, and this guy's playing Kingdom Hearts 2. He gets his ass kicked by Demix. And he, like, this happens...
Not so much the boss himself, by the way.
Right, that one sequence where you have to defeat a bunch of his water clones.
The first one's okay, but the subsequent ones in the 10 seconds.
Yeah. No, but, you know, eventually he gets sick of it and just hands me the controller and tells me to do it. So I'm just like, okay. Time for the good old Leroy Jenkins.
You completely just missed a cheap shot.
Well, I was...
That.
So you repeated it for my benefit. Yeah. See, that's what I mean when I'm talking about, like, how you gotta be careful with your knockback animations and stuff like that. It's why a game, you really have to fully test a game.
Oh, done. I'm trying to figure out. I missed this gym last time, and so I need to make sure I get it this time. Right there.
That one.
So you remember how to get there.
Just snipe up there.
Let's see. Oh, we had the same exact situation with the third Draguza battle.
Yes, that too. Just kept dying to, or no, it was the third.
Yeah.
For some reason I was thinking Demon Draguza. And eventually he just, gives up and hands me the controller, and I'm like, okay, let's...
Actually, no. I just had, or maybe I did. I don't remember. But I specifically had you watch or something to see what I was doing.
Right, yeah, something like that.
Because I was telling you on the way from my mom picking you up.
Right, because this was, oh god, even longer ago than the Demix thing.
And you were familiar with RPGs at the time still, though.
Yeah, I mean, I have a long history of video games in my life. Collapse of force.
You already killed me once.
Yeah, I saw. That one's always... As an obstacle, that one's always interesting.
So what do you remember about when you helped me with Draguza?
Mostly I remember being just... I asked a lot of questions. Oh. Give me help out. What just happened?
I have no fucking clue.
Well, lightning. That solves all our problems. Any problem that can't be solved with fire can probably be solved with lightning. Probably. Yeah. I was definitely in questioning mode. Had to ask a lot of questions, figure out the mechanics of the game. From all of a sudden just being thrown into a boss fight. And that was certainly an interesting experience.
I remember my mom on the second Draguza fight. I fell asleep one day, and my mom, even less than you, because she doesn't really play games. But I fell asleep during the second Jagusa fight, and she somehow in the morning I realized my thing was off, and she said she got me to the save point on the Magus, and all she told me is that she kept attacking Jagusa and just kept repeatedly using Healing Ring of Camellia.
Well, there you go. That's a...
Even if she didn't necessarily need to be healed.
I mean, that's a strategy. A slight tactical error there. Okay, it's Blink.
Here's the dialogue, and here comes the dialogue.
Normally, I'd be freaking out right now, desperate to get underground. But for some reason, I don't feel that bad.
Maybe that's because you're already underground.
Hey, you're right.
Okay.
You want to explore below ground, below ground.
Yep, sure. Alright. Well, after some dark shards.
Mind out. I keep forgetting what that pun is supposed to be based on, because they also got a level in Crash 2 called Spaced Out.
Well, that's referring to spacing out. Mind out, I have no idea. Oh, I thought that was going to be a pitfall for sure. Oof, spider to the face. Back. Flanking bonuses, man.
Now, since we're on the subject, when it comes to Arc the Lads, what's your strategy?
Well, I kind of try to do the same thing with pretty much any sports game. Sports game. Why would I say sports? It's a strategy game. It's a tactics game. Which is basically exploit enemy weaknesses. I mean, that's the general idea I have with basically anything. I'm definitely the kind of player who tries to learn as much about an enemy as can, and
Now, would you consider yourself safe or risky?
generally I try to play it really safe. Stuff like Arc the Lad, Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy Tactics A2. I try to play it as safe as I can. I mean,
Well, you're generally pretty safe in Arc the Lad, at least you don't lose characters permanently.
yeah, that's definitely a danger in most Fire Emblem games. Which, no offense, but that is not something I really want to see you trying to do.
I saw the complete walkthrough of my friend's Path of Radiance. It seemed pretty simple. In terms of what to do.
Kind of? Not really. How do I put this? Well, that's one way to go about it. Gee, we never would have guessed from the 5 other times we've done this. Anyway, no, Fire Emblem is tricky. I mean, there's a whole rock paper scissors subsystem going on to it based on what weapons your characters are wielding, and that's not even getting into the weird mechanics of like stats and such. And what all of the different classes are capable of, and Path of Radiance factors in alternate abilities for characters, or special abilities, I mean, and, oh man.
Okay, Sparks, get your lunch.